A very warm welcome to everyone present here. It is a moment of great pride for all of us at GSFC University as we gather for an inspiring session titled Identity of Youth for Tomorrow. This is not just a lecture, it is a meaningful conversation about values, identity, and the role of youth in shaping our future. On behalf of GSFC University, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guests on the dais, our Honorable President of our University, Shri P.K. Taneja, Professor Indira Parikh, our esteemed guest and speaker for today, our respected Provost, Professor G.R. Sinha, and Shri R.B. Panchal, Director Administration.
We would also like to warmly acknowledge the presence of dignitaries seated off the dais, our respected deans, heads of departments, faculty members, and my dear friends, the enthusiastic students of GSFC University from the School of Technology, School of Science, and School of Management Studies and Liberal Arts. Your presence makes this event even more special and meaningful.
Now we would like to show you a glimpse of GSFC University through a video.
Gujarat, where industry and innovation drive growth. Vadodara, a manufacturing cum education hub in the heart of this dynamic state, stands as a gateway to global connectivity. A pioneer of this industrial growth is Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, GSFC. Known as a jewel in the crown of Gujarat, GSFC caters to the diverse needs of agricultural and industrial products. As its CSR initiative, a new chapter in education was started in 2015. GSFC University. A place where education is re-envisioned by creating future-ready graduates. GSFC University stands as a symbol of growth, a representation of myriad opportunities that await our students. Here, we cultivate minds and intellect through our philosophy, Buddhi Jnane Shuddhayati. Our mission is to impart excellence in student-centric education and create a win-win situation by ensuring every graduate is not just degree-equipped, but industry-ready. At our School of Technology, School of Science, and School of Management Studies and Liberal Arts, we offer a diverse range of undergraduate, master, postgraduate diploma, and doctoral programs. As a unique initiative for service to the society, GSFC University has developed a state-of-the-art facility called Fireplex, Agni Sankul, a center of excellence in the field of fire and safety. At GSFC University, we bridge theory with practical for career success. Our unique curriculum model is developed based on 5C: compact, contemporary, cutting edge, customized, and collaborative. It is constantly evolving with regular reviews to ensure industry relevance and hands-on training. Our approach mirrors a pioneering medical college model, prioritizing practical learning through extensive industrial internship and training of students after every semester. The Guitar Council, a hub of incubation, innovation, technology, and applied research, is a testimony of it. This is a platform where science, engineering, and management converge to generate value and innovation. At GSFC University, holistic growth is at our core. Participative management, student-managed clubs, techno-cultural fests like Ananta, foundation course, and combined with various scholarships, support our students' comprehensive development. Our 40-plus state-of-the-art labs, including advanced facilities in fire and safety, supercomputing, biotechnology, chemical science, AI and ML, and 3D printing deliver a truly tech-driven educational experience. These cutting-edge resources are housed in Anviksha, our exclusively built research and development center. Silver-rated and green building certified, Anviksha provides the perfect ecosystem for future innovators and scientists to thrive. Located within the GSFC township, our lush green campus elevates the students' experience with complete care and advanced facilities. The university provides a mess and an upgraded canteen facility, ensuring nutritious and hygienic dining options for students. Convenient bus services are available, making daily commutes stress-free and accessible. Kasturba Gandhi Bhavan, our girls' hostel, offers safe, comfortable shared accommodations designed for a family-like living experience with spaces for relaxation, interaction, and study. Vikram Sarabhai Bhavan and Swami Vivekanand Bhavan, our boys' hostels, provide a similar sense of community living with safe and homely residential facilities. A state-of-the-art healthplex is also available, offering modern fitness facilities to all students. A unique program called Pinups is designed to identify and nurture the top 5% of the brightest students through tailored guidance, support, and mentoring, along with specialized activities. GSFC University is not just about academic excellence, it's about nurturing every aspect of student life. The university is managed under the overall control and superintendence of the governing body, supported by the Board of Management and the Academic Council, comprising illustrious academicians, industry leaders, and other experts having highly relevant experience in key areas. The university is spearheaded by Sri P.K. Taneja, former Additional Chief Secretary of the Government of Gujarat. Meticulously selected after receiving students' feedback, the professors are not just educators, but pillars of support, encouraging open communication. With 30% of our teaching imparted by industry professionals, including expert talks and workshops on cutting-edge technologies, we introduce real-world expertise into our academia. Furthermore, we offer faculty development programs with external partners, ensuring continuous growth and innovation in teaching methods. GSFC University prides itself for having a close association with 700 plus industries, institutes, and organizations. This enriches our education with visiting faculties from these industries and empowers our students through industry-relevant internships. This blend of academic and practical learning bridges the gap between classroom theory and real-world application, resulting in excellent placement opportunities for the students. At GSFC University, we create an educational environment where diverse perspectives meet. It is more than a place of learning, where holistic growth is fostered. Over the past years, the university has evolved from modest beginnings into a vibrant academic ecosystem, expanding its programs and enriching countless student journeys. It is a true testament to continuous growth and excellence. We don't just educate, we transform students into dynamic professionals ready to contribute to and excel in the evolving global landscape. A comprehensive ecosystem for students, university, and industry aimed at a situation of win-win-win.
At GSFC University. At GSFC University, we are nurtured with the belief that education is incomplete without values. It is these values of humility, integrity, responsibility, and reflection that guide our learning and shape our identity as individuals.
Dear students and all, we request you to please maintain the decorum. Ma'am will be ready.
Good morning to all. This is our honor actually. The madam is here. I can only tell you we have humble thanks to our president sir, because of him only we could approach her and she is here. We are very much honored. मैं आपको इतना ही बता सकता हूँ उनके हर एक सेंटेंस में आपको आपके जीवन का कोई मंत्र मिलेगा. मैं खुद उनको पर्सनली इनवाइट करने गया था. माय एडवाइस एंड हम्बल सजेशन टू ऑल ऑफ यू, आप एक एक लाइन को ध्यान से सुनिएगा. शी इज वेरी मच इंस्पायर्ड.
Students and all, we believe that you all have gone through the profile that was shared from the university to all of you of ma'am, and we would really love to see that you are interacting, you are listening with ma'am, and you are listening to the thoughts, you are listening to her wisdom, her ideas, and at the same time, at the end, we would be happy to receive certain questions based on her session. So please be interactive, and we would really feel privileged that if you participate in interactive sessions that will actually help you make your future. Thank you, everyone.
I take this opportunity to say something to all of you. How many of you are from first year? Very nice. Thank you so much. So my request to all of you is to please know about university. When you have come here, you must know about your university. So you visit, I think you have been receiving my emails. So please know about GSFC University, visit website, visit our pages. If you have some suggestions, please do not hesitate in making and submitting these suggestions. But please know about the university. There is an area in the university website called as USPs. Please know about those USPs. I think the first year students have been already mentioned about the internship. That is very unique. I'm just taking this opportunity. In every semester, you will be sent to, you will go to some industry. There you will do some practical, work there, internship. So my only one suggestion, taking this opportunity, is please know about us. This is our, this is our duty, and we must know about ourselves, and then only we'll take pride of the thing. So go to USPs. We have a guitar council. मैं उस दिन भी बोला था आपको ओरिएंटेशन में कि यदि आपके आइडियाज हैं तो कुछ आइडियाज को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए कुछ proposals लाइए. You suggest something that this is the idea which I want to implement, but there is a proper channel through your faculty, through your HOD. Reach out to us. All right, DCS is there. Make full of use of DCS. Make full use of website. और मैं तो ऐसे आपको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि जो लोग और कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट करना चाहते हैं वेबसाइट को बेहतर बनाने के लिए, कुछ और को बेहतर बनाने के लिए, आई कैन बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस थिंग. I think we'll love to hear such inputs from all of you. So only one thing I would like to say is know about us, visit us, and suggest us that how can we be always better in our doing and then demonstrating ourselves. Right? Especially USPs को जरूर जाने.
At GSFC University, we are nurtured with the belief that education is incomplete without values. It is these values of humility, integrity, responsibility, and reflection that guide our learning and shape our identity as individuals and as future professionals. Today's session is an opportunity to reflect on these ideas deeply.
And to guide us on this introspective journey, we are honored to have with us one of the most respected educators and thought leaders of our time, Professor Indira Parikh. Allow us to briefly introduce the incredible personality we are about to hear from.
Professor Indira J. Parikh is the president of Antardisha, Directions from Within, an initiative that creates reflective spaces for individuals and organizations to rediscover and renew themselves. She was the founding president of Flame University, Pune, where she shaped the vision of holistic and liberal education. She spent over 30 years at IIM Ahmedabad, serving as faculty and later as dean. She has taught at globally reputed institutions such as INSEAD, France, and Texas A&M University, USA. Her work centers around identity, leadership, self-reflection, and lifelong learning, and she has been honored with numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards for her contributions to education and human development. She is a living example of wisdom, grace, and impact, and we are truly fortunate to have her amongst us today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us today.
Now, I would like to request Sri R.B. Panchal to welcome our Honorable President Sir, Sri P.K. Taneja, with a bouquet of flowers. I request Provost Professor G.R. Saha to present the bouquet to President P.K. Taneja. Now, it is my honor to request our respectful President Sir, Shri P.K. Taneja, to share a few words of wisdom on this occasion.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected and our esteemed speaker, Professor Indira Parikh, our Provost, Director Administration, and dear students. We are indeed privileged to have Professor Indira with us. I came to know about her about 15 days ago when I happened to meet her in Mumbai in a function. I don't mind sharing as to how did it happen. I was invited for an award, 50 fabulous leaders, education leaders, and I did not know as to why am I being awarded. Like being in this government service in IS, we keep doubting everything. We believe there must be some game after it. Why am I being invited? I have done nothing as such. So the first question when I reached there, I asked as to why am I being awarded? Dr. R.L. Bhatia, who is her student, said that I do not know as to why you are being awarded. I said, how do I come to know? He said that we have a team. They conduct surveys. And then he introduced me to certain team members conducting various surveys. And thereafter, that report is prepared and it goes to Professor Indira Parikh. I said, who is she? Then I came to know that she has a tremendous education career. But prior to that, once I had heard about her from Mr. Deepak Mehta, who is the chairman and managing director of Deepak Nitrite Limited. I know Mr. Deepak Nitrite, chairman Deepak Mehta for the last, I would say, 20-30 years. And she happened to be on the board of Deepak Nitrite Limited many years ago. Am I right? So he knew her very intimately and he had suggested something about 3 years ago. Then I met her and I was so impressed the way we discussed, we conversed, and I found a true, genuine teacher in her. I think she deserves a clap. So today, particularly the faculty members will come to know, the title is absolutely wonderful, a teacher to guru. There is a difference, and I think she will explain it beautifully. So my request to all of you is that listen to her carefully, follow her, and try to adapt yourself to the best of your capabilities you can. I'll not come in the way between you and Professor Indira Parikh, and I'll take leave. But let me tell you that these are rare occasions when we have such committed people amongst us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful words. Your reflections on Ma and her teaching deeply resonated with all of us. Now, the moment we've all been eagerly waiting for. It is an honor to invite Professor Indira Parikh to address us on the topic Identity of Youth for Tomorrow. Ma'am, we humbly invite you to take the stage. At the same time, I would like to request all the dignitaries to please take their seat off the dais. Yes, sir.
No.
President of GSFC University, Director of GSFC University, Vice Chancellor of GSFC University, Deans, faculty, and my most beloved audience, my students. Namaste, everybody. Now, before I begin, I'd like to ask a question. How many of you greet your parents in the morning? Do you do namaste or do you do Jai Shri Krishna? That is very good. I think it is a good practice and a good tradition of our culture, because what it does is, if you do namaste to your parents in the morning, all you get is blessings for life. Now, today, many times I find that the young people are very ashamed to do even namaste because they feel odd. But the family I grew up in, there were eight adults, and every morning we went to each of them and said namaste, and we got blessings for life. Somebody said Ayushyaman Bhava, somebody said Tejasvi Bhava, somebody said something else to tell us to become great people as human beings. And it is very positive to do such a thing because it brings out a good energy. First of all, I must thank the Vice Chancellor to come and invite me to come here. And I thank all of you students to take the time off to listen to me. I'm very grateful to you. The topic is of identity. What I will do is I'll start with a story which reflects what is an identity. Would you like to listen to a story? See, the story goes something like this. Once upon a time, far, far from here, but just around the corner, and long time ago, but just about yesterday, was a land. The land was a very comfortable land, and people in the land were very happy. The families were happy, the children were happy, and the land lived in community together. Now, all the lands or all the institutions anywhere in the world have laws. Now, this land had a law. The law was that when a child came of a certain age, he had to leave the land to discover who he was. For it was said that if the child did not leave the land, the parents never grew up. And the parents did not let the child grow up. So it was very important that the child left for 2 years and then came back. When he came back, he came as an adult with his own views, with his own experience, and with the knowledge gained by his experience. On one such day, a child came of age and he had to leave the land. So he took the blessings of the parents, he took the blessings of the elders in the neighborhood, he wished goodbye to his friends and started to walk. He walked and he walked and he walked, and by the end of the day, just as the dusk was falling, he reached the edge of the land. And he did not know what to do, for he had always asked his parents what to do. Here he was all alone. Evening was falling, dusk was falling, and there were so many roads ahead of him, he did not know which road to take. So he started looking if he could find somebody whom he could ask which road he should take. Then as he was looking, just about in a corner was a huge banyan tree. Under the banyan tree was sitting an old ancient woman doing something with her hands. So he went to the lady and said, "Oh, wise woman, could you tell me which road I should take? There are many roads in front of me and I don't know which one to choose." So the old lady said, "Child, I am here for centuries and centuries, and thousands of children like you have come by me and asked me the same question. Now, if I told you which road you should take, it will be my choice and not your choice. And if you walk the road and come to a calamity, you will say, look at that old lady, she gave me a wrong direction. So I will tell you what these two roads are, then you can make a choice." So she said, on the right side is a road which is a very well laid out road. It has mileposts along the way. There are many co-travelers with you. And some will tell you what to do, some will tell you what not to do, some will tell you what you should do, some will tell you what you should not do, and you will reach your destination in a year and a day.
All the hostel students, आप लोगों के लिए मैथ्स 2 बजे तक खुले रहेगी, so please do not panic and you will have your food on time.
Thank you, students, for understanding. I was telling you that there were two, the old wise woman said there are two roads. She said one is to the right, which is well laid out road. There are mileposts along the way. There are landmarks along the way. Lots of co-travelers with you. Some will say what you should do. Some will say what you should not do. Some will say this is right. Some will say this is wrong. Some will say this is easy. Some will say this is difficult. And in a year and a day, you will reach your destination. And on the other side, actually, there is no road at all. There is just a direction. And the people who have taken those directions and come back have said something very, very strange. Some have said they've encountered a swamp. Such a bad, deep swamp that very few people who have tried to cross have returned. Then they said, you go further and there is a deep, dark, dense forest with lots of funny, funny sounds of animals. And those who have entered, very few have come back. Then she said, some have said there is a huge body of water and there is no boat at all and I don't know what they have done. Those who have tried to travel, very few have come back. Then she said, then there is a huge desert and there is no oasis there. Those who have entered, very few have come back. So finally, the choice is yours. The choice is you go to the right or you go to, which is a direction. But she said, I will also tell you, that those who have come back have said that there is a beautiful valley of flowers, there are beautiful streams running, there is a beautiful landscape, and there is a huge space available. And if you look at the sky looks infinite. And if you go onto that road, you will discover the infinite potentials in you, and possibly you may learn to fly. Now the question to all of you is, which road will you take? Raise your hand if you want to take the comfortable road. None. Then you are brilliant. See, the road which is comfortable is very much laid out by the society and its structures and the rules and regulations and gives you very little space of freedom. Whereas the other road, though it is very difficult, has a lot of freedom for you to make choices, right choices or wrong choices. If you make right choices, you will cross the road. If you make wrong choices, you will have to accept the consequences. So finally, an identity has to make a choice. So what are the elements of identity? Identity gives meaning to what it sees. Identity takes a role, which is in the family. Identity makes a choice of amongst many possibilities. It makes a choice and it takes an action. So all of you at some point of time will have to make a choice and accept the consequences without blaming anybody. All right, and this identity basically has very two dimensions. It has a being part and it has a becoming part. Being part is what connects with the soul and what you listen to yourself. See, my office name is Antardisha, which means direction from within, which also means you've got to listen to your voice from within. Most of you will get caught up with listening to either your friends, you may not listen to your parents, you may listen to the friends who advise you, but in doing all this, you stop listening to yourself. And it is very much that if you listen to yourself, the self always gives the right advice. The inner voice also always gives the right advice. And to hear your inner voice, you must have time, you must have solitude, you must have peace within yourself. I'll give you one example. When I was 50 years old, now I'm 83 years old, I decided once that I don't want to stay in IIM. So I went to the director and said, I'm leaving. The director says, why are you leaving? I said, boss, I'm leaving. What do you want to do? I said, I don't know. Why do you want to leave? He said, I won't give you leave. I said, okay, you won't give me leave. I don't want to teach. Now, teaching is my favorite passion. And I said, I don't want to teach. So he says, why don't you want to teach? I said, first, I don't want to teach. I'm done enough. So he says, no, you don't teach for this term, but I won't give you leave. Now, the director was a wise man. So I said, okay, I won't teach. It became a major issue in the institute. The director is giving permission to Indira to not to teach. But we have to teach. Then one day I was saying to myself, why am I doing this? If I want to do something, I always do it, whether it's right or whether it is wrong. So I said, I must reflect on what is it that is making me do this. So one morning I got up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and as the sun was rising in the direction, I sat there in my room. One empty room was there, so I went and sat there and just closed my eyes and stayed there. And a lot of memories started to come back. Now in my home, right from the childhood as far back as I can remember, I have seen people say, I'm going. And as a child, I did not know why they were going. My grandfather used to do that. My eldest uncle used to do that. I heard my father do that. I heard my youngest uncle do that. I'm going. Where are you going? Nobody knew. For what purpose you are going? Nobody knew. So I had picked up, we picked up codings from our family of statements, of actions which we are not aware of, but we follow it as part of growing up. So finally, when I thought of all of this, this is not my voice. It is my voice which I picked up from my family. So what I did was, I said I must be honest, and I went and told the director, okay, this is what I figured out for myself. So he says, I knew you were going through something, so it's all done. So you don't have leave, now you start teaching. So all of us as part of growing up in the family, in the society, we pick up what parents say and follow it. We don't know the meaning, so when I said identity gives meaning, we have to discover what meaning it meant. Later on, I discovered all the reasons why they were saying I'm leaving. But at that time, I did not know. So at that age, I started saying the same thing, the age which my elders were starting to say. So many times we say things, why we say things, we don't know. So it's better to, and this is where the inner voice comes in. If you sit down and give yourself time, space, solitude, it gives you answers of which direction to go, what to do, how to do, and why. So I would suggest that learn to spend some time in a day by yourself to listen to yourself. Then when the dilemmas come, you will be able to answer the dilemmas because your inner voice will direct you for that dilemma. Another aspect of identity is that it is the question of, when I said it is being and becoming. Being, the purpose of being is to relate to people. Now, human beings, if they don't relate to people, they suffer quite a bit. The harshest punishment to a prisoner is solitude. Where you cannot talk to anybody, you cannot meet anybody, you don't have the sun rays coming to you, you are put in a kalpotri. So the being's purpose is to relate to people. And how do you relate to them? Not through a role or relationships. Okay, this is your relationship, and this is your aunt, and this is your uncle, this is your parent, this is this. But do your own soul will tell you how do you experience those people and relate to them. Your own family, sometimes you don't relate well, but you relate well to other people. And you must try to understand why. Because you have picked up something somewhere from the environment or from the community or from the environment that you do not give or relate or give proper respect to your parents or to the elders in the family. See, today it's when I tell you about the future, when I talk about the future, what has happened today, elderly people, the only thing they crave for is company. And grandchildren don't give them time because they don't have time, they are self-absorbed, they are doing their things. And grandparents who have doted on you when you were a child, all of that is forgotten and you don't give time. So the purpose of being is to relate to people in a meaningful manner, in a respectful manner, in an affectionate manner, and give them time. This is one of the role of identity, to relate to people. Another is action. We don't do things for people. Like, I'll give you one example. I was talking to the Vice Chancellor when he came home. I said I was so disturbed when you all must remember that many students had to come back from Ukraine from studies because of the war. Now, how much effort the government must have done to make that possible, that 2-hour or 4-hour gap of stopping the bombing for the students to come back. And a lot of other countries benefited, including our enemies, benefited from that. Because they took the Indian flag and they were allowed to go. But when they landed in the airport in India and they came out of the plane, ministers were there with folded hands welcoming them. But not one student, not one. And I was there sitting all the time saying, at least one student must say thank you or return back the namaste. Nobody did that. And I think that's a very, that's not the role of the being to do. You have to respond to the people who respond to you. And you must recognize how much in the backside people have done to get you safely home. The parents went and thanked the ministers, but the students did not. In fact, they were given rose flower at the entry. They took the rose flower, went a little forward and dumped it in the garbage. I think that was the most undesirable thing to do. And so with you all listening, I must say, okay, please make sure that you are not rude, that you are not...
Thank you for the questions. As a small token of our gratitude and appreciation, we would now like to present our memento to Professor Indira Parikh. I request respected Provost Professor G.R. Sinha to kindly come forward and do the honors.
You join me because this was for the students. Both of you. Let us present from you.
Oh, bless you. God bless you all.
And with this, we conclude today's student session. We sincerely thank Professor Indira Parikh for sharing her time, energy, and profound wisdom with us. Thank you, ma'am. We are grateful to Honorable President, sir, and respected Provost, sir, and all the dignitaries here for their gracious presence. We also thank our faculty members and our friends from School of Technology, School of Science, and School of Management Studies and Liberal Arts for joining in with such enthusiasm. May today's session continue to inspire us to explore our identity and become the best versions of ourselves, as individuals, as professionals, and most importantly, as citizens of the world. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. Please be seated.
We request all of you to give a standing ovation to Ma'am.